everyone, it's Gos in the World, and this is a brand new section of our channel. It's called A Story in ... In this section, we're gonna talk about my stories or stories that I find quite interesting or juicy from my trips around the world. Don't forget to like and subscribe down below if you want to see more, because that would mean the world to me. I mean, Gos in the World, so you will be the world to me, so you will mean the world to me. You mean the world to me. In this video, we're gonna talk about the sex history of Amsterdam. Amsterdam is a home of Anne Frank, the famous and not so crowded I Amsterdam sign, the other I Amsterdam sign, canals, tulips, and some weird sex art. No, you, go away! The Valley is the most famous red light district in Amsterdam. It includes more than 300 one-room cabins rented by prostitutes. It also includes a number of sex shops, sex theaters, peep shows, a sex museum, a cannabis museum, and loads of coffee shops. They sell weed, yeah. In 1200, when Amsterdam was just 2 lines of wooden houses, formed the first canal. At the end of this canal there was the harbour, and that's why there were many prostitutes and immigrant populations there. Amsterdam was a city that got loads of money from fishermen, sailors and merchants. The Valley means enclosed by walls, and that's not random, because since then, to say a wall, it meant paid sex. No. Amsterdam was a very religious city back then, but it was also the home of prostitution, trade, sailors, and high criminality rates. In Victorian times, prostitution was not legally allowed, but men could have sex in different hotels, inns or taverns, since there was always a woman known for her easy ways. Fun fact, another word for prostitution is street daisy. In the center of the Valley, the red light district, exists a church called the Old Church, or Oude Kerk, because it's the oldest building in town. At first, it was just a wooden chapel. Now, let's get to the juicy stuff, the really juicy stuff. The relationship between the church and the prostitutes, based on my guide tour in the city. Remember that Amsterdam was a very religious city, so sailors, merchants or fishermen who wanted to come to Amsterdam wanted to have sex as well. And after that, they were always going to the church to pray to God for forgiveness. At some point in history, the priests realized that this is a business opening. So they started charging the men who wanted forgiveness with an indulgence letter after they had their sexual activity. Say what? After they got money, they got richer, and they built a larger and more prestigious church. After some time, they started selling this indulgence letter even before the sin, or before the sexual activity, because the sailors or the fishermen didn't have time to go there after they had sex. Imagine something like that. May have sex with a prostitute, 50 Dutch gulden. May engage in a fight with another man, 100 Dutch gulden. May kiss another man, 500 Dutch gulden. Here's your bill. And the funniest of them all is that at some point in history, because prostitutes didn't have mobile phones like we do now, the church rang the bells every 15 minutes to remind them that their shift was over and they needed to change customers. That's it for today, and for Amsterdam's history, Amsterdam's sex history. There's gonna be another part with my adventures in Amsterdam. Please stay tuned, like this video if you liked it, show it some love, subscribe down below, and welcome to Gos in the World!